My name is Matthew Shackleton. I'm the Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer for Australian Potash Limited. We are a sulphate of potash development company based in Perth, Western Australia, with our project approximately 160 kilometres northeast of Laverton in the northeastern goldfields of Western Australia. We're located 160 kilometres northeast of Laverton. We've got a project called the Lake Wells Potash Project, and we are aiming to produce sulphate of potash through 2020 and into 2021. Sulphate of potash is a highly sought after premium form of potash, which itself is the source of potassium that all plants need to grow. We are currently finalising a definitive feasibility study into the development of the Lake Wells Potash Project, and we are targeting Q3 of this year to report on the findings of the definitive feasibility study. In March 2017, we released the findings of a scoping study into the development of the Lake Wells Potash Project, and that showed a very strong net present value of Australian $500 million. On the back of that, we built a comprehensive project team to take us through the definitive feasibility study. We're targeting the third quarter of this year to release the findings of that definitive feasibility study. The chairman of our board is Jim Walker. Jim is a man of extensive experience in the Australian business community. He led Westrac, which is a large equipment supplier in Western Australia and through northern China for 13 years. The balance of the board, other than me, comprises two engineers. Rhett Rands is a civil engineer and Brett Lambert is a mining engineer. Both of those gents combined have in excess of 80 years of experience in the mining industry. Jay Huss is our Chief Commercial Officer. Jay's based in Toronto, and he brings to our team in excess of 10 years experience in negotiating marketing agreements and distributing and selling sulphate of potash throughout China and Southeast Asia. We are looking to develop the Lake Wells Potash Project, which is a project that is typified by a very good logistical solution. These are bulk projects, and so rail, we believe, is an important part in reducing the operating cost of these projects. And we fortunately have access to a bulk rail terminal 280 kilometres away from the project. That rail gives us access to ports, and ports give us access to exports. So we think that we're going to be able to develop a low-cost, high-margin sulphate of potash project, timing the production of our sulphate of potash to take advantage of a burgeoning demand for the product itself. And that demand is driven by the increasing population, particularly throughout Southeast Asia, and also the change in dietary preferences. Those indicators also point to a very strong demand for sulphate of potash into the next 5 to 10 years. It's always great to come to these conferences. It's always great to come to Hong Kong. I do like the format of the one-to-one. I think they're probably, qualitatively, they're a better format for conferences to be in. I think you probably have a better conversation when an appointment is being made as opposed to people just walking by a booth. So I do enjoy them.